Alright, hear me out. Wood chunks and the ash pan. Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. Wood chunks in the ash pan. Well, I came across this method years ago on Facebook pages for the Oklahoma Joe's Bronco, and a lot of people swear wood chunks placed in the ash pan burn better, they burn more clean, and it's easier to maintain your Bronco. You don't get those high spikes in temperatures. So a lot of people swear to it that it works, that it's better than placing your wood chunks either buried in your charcoal in the charcoal basket or wood chunks on top of your charcoal in the charcoal basket. People swear that it works, that's the best method to go when using wood chunks in a Bronco. Well, I don't know. I mean, I've never had any issues placing wood chunks either buried in the charcoal or on top of the charcoal in the basket. So let's try it out. And they also said to get your wood chunks and place them where your heat's going to start at. So I'm going to start my briquettes with the Weber cube in the middle. So I placed wood chunks in the middle of the ash pan. They also said that smaller wood chunks work better than bigger wood chunks. So I guess I got the smallest wood chunks that I could find in the bag. So I placed them all together right there in the middle. So the heat in the middle of the briquette is supposed to light that up and get it smoking. Alright, looking pretty good. Alright there, hashed out right white. So let's get it in the Bronco. See, the wood chunks are in the middle. My heat's in the middle. Alright, so now wood chunks are below my heat source, so that's supposed to ignite the wood chunks and get it smoky. It's supposed to burn cleaner, more efficient with the Bronco. No high temp spikes on the Bronco when you're cooking. Easier to maintain the temperature. So we'll see. And some people even question, well, what about the ash falls down onto the wood chunks? Will it smother it? People say no, it doesn't. That it still works. So we'll see. We'll see throughout the whole cook. So let's get to it. I'm gonna hang some baby back ribs. So let's check what it looks like inside. Alright, so can you tell any difference? Smoke thicker, thinner? Yeah. Alright, let me get the setup for the hanging the ribs. Alright. Just like that. You see I kept the membrane on the back. There. That's how far it is. I want to say maybe 2.5, maybe 3 inches away from the charcoal. But let's get it closed up and let's see if that wood chunks will work in the ash pan. And it's smoking. So far it's remained at the same temp. As you can see, you got smoke coming out. So how much is it wood or just the charcoal? But looks pretty good. I mean, it's thin. I can see some blue in it. So my guessing so far that it's burning. That's my guess. But if you've done this before, let me know if I'm doing anything wrong. I'm just reading off what was posted up on those Facebook pages with Oklahoma Joe's Bronco. People's posts, people's comments on how to do it. So this is my first time going at it. So if I'm doing anything wrong, just let me know. Alright, so with the wood chunks being an ash pan, like I mentioned before, it's been sitting steady. I mean, no up or down. So let's check and see what it looks inside. Yeah, I mean, I can see smoke coming through all around the basket and through the briquette itself too. So it's coming a lot right there around, and even some through the middle of the. But yeah, looking good, juicy. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, don't say I have my doubts about it, but it having stayed at just above 250 just reminds me of just having, you know, briquettes either buried in the charcoal or on top of the charcoal. So I don't know. We'll see. Continue on, and once this cook's done, we'll see what the woodchucks look like. All right, probably for the bass, maybe 40 minutes. We're producing a lot of white smoke. So I don't know if I don't think it has anything with the wood chunks, but it might just be because of the charcoal. But it's been sitting steady. I mean, from the last time you saw the clip, whenever I opened it to check out the briquettes and see if there was smoke coming out and see the baby back, what they look like. When I closed it, it went back pretty quick, back to the temp that was before. And it dropped just a little bit closer to 250. You see it right there. So I wonder if the wood chunks are still, you know, going, or maybe this is just all from the charcoal right here. Because you can tell the difference obviously from the wood to the charcoal. You know, the wood chunks, even with the wood chunks, you know, you'll still get that thin blue color smoke. But let's just pop up and see what it looks like. I can still see smoke coming from the sides of the basket, so I'm guessing that, you know, the wood chunks are still smoking. But look at that B&B charcoal. It's legit, man. You know, no knocking Kingsford. Kingsford works well in the Bronco, but the B&B briquettes, they work a lot better. There are the baby backs. Yeah, look at that, not even dry at all. Yeah, so I'm, you know, real curious to see what the wood chunks look like, but you know, let's continue on, folks. Yeah, overall, it's been a good cook. I mean, I haven't had any issues with temp, no flare-ups or anything like that. So, as you can see, it's still burning. You think the wood, the charcoal, more likely the charcoal. That's where I have it at right now. As always, fully open. Unless you are having issues with your Bronco and you cannot control the temp, then you start fooling with that. But let's just check. Oh yeah, look at that B&B. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, just get B&B. It's all you need for the Bronco. B&B, look at that. This is 3 hours. Beautiful. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think, I could be wrong, but it seems like more smoke's just coming from the charcoal itself, not so much from the wood, because the wood you can see like smoke coming from the sides. But I don't know, I could be wrong. I mean, this is my first time doing this, so what do I know, right? That's why I'm doing this. So, but that's just my observation. But yeah, looking good. To be honest, I'm gonna actually leave probably done already, to be honest with you. but I'll check it to see, and then but yeah, I mean, so once actually the baby racks are done, I'm gonna shut everything off, all the intakes, let it die out, and then I'm gonna check the wood to see what it looks like. So yeah, I don't know, what do you think? All right, let's check the wood chunks. Look at that. The B&B is nice after 3 hours. Keep going and going, I'm telling you. Alright, so yeah, ready? Let's see if the wood chunks, see what they look like. Yeah, yeah, they got some ash over them, right? Look. I don't know, look at that. I don't know, you tell me. Yeah, still good on that side. Yeah, so I don't know. I guess it takes a bit for it to burn through, but then maybe the ash stops it from burning through. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, so I don't know, what do you think? Wood chunks in ash pan, does it work? Does it look like it worked? I mean, when wood chunks are in the charcoal or on top of the charcoal, it always burns through, you know. So I don't know. I would say for a while I could tell that around the basket smoke was coming around through there, so I'm assuming that, you know, it was burning just on the top of the wood chunks. But as you saw, you still got the other side of it that's just not what even lit. So I don't know. I mean, to be honest, the whole cook is just, it seemed just like a normal other cook. If I had wood chunks on top of the wood, on the briquettes, or buried in the briquettes, or not even no wood chunks at all, no wood chips or nothing, just plain old briquettes, it all burned the same. So yeah, I mean, I don't know, these people swear that it works, and the food, I mean, baby back ribs, I mean, they tasted good. Were they outstanding and all that? No. I mean, I barely tasted any, you know, wood taste in it, so I was using hickory wood chunks. So I don't know. You tell me, what do you think? Is that something that legit, this method that people swear on, that it works, wood chunks in the ash pan? I mean, I assume, I mean, just by looking at it, the ash stopped the wood from, you know, from smoking. I mean, I mean, how hot that charcoal basket gets, how hot it was throughout the whole cook. I mean, the wood chunks would have stayed lit, right? Or maybe the ash didn't even put it out. Maybe it just couldn't stay lit. I don't know. But with this method, I'd say, with me personally, I ain't using it again. I'm just sticking to wood chunks on top of the briquettes, or, you know, buried in the briquettes. That's just me, but I don't know, everyone's different with their Bronco and how they use it and how they cook with it, you know what I mean? This is me. I did this method, this test, and yeah, you know, just stick with the way I normally do it. But yeah, I don't know, but hey, if I did it wrong and then you know how to do it, comment, let me know. teach me how to do it, and then I'll do it over again. I'll do another video. But this is what I did based off reading off what people were saying. So it is what it is. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. As always, folks, smoke on, everyone.